You are an adult. The youth will not obey our orders and must be corrected. There are children murdering adults in the root canal. Punish the children, and we will let you out.
Girls and boys, and look at that smile. We're so happy.
Not all of us. Also some grumpy persons.
We can't have that, can we, Dr. Daddy? We'll just have to peel those frownies off and make them adjust.
Hand over your tickets and take a ride on the root canal.
Come to me! Son of a bitch!
That's two. Two tickets. One more ticket to go.
I wanna hear the crunch, man. Mama's way, and there's a thrill.
Time to grind out the rock.
You can't have joy in your heart without a smile. And for a smile, you need a...
Box yourself and I'll student, fellas.
You need a mouth, Dr. Daddy. And for a mouth, you need a face. Look at that pretty face.
Yes, they're invited zero to my daughter's tunnel.
Oh, everybody's invited in, Dr. Daddy. It's a place so wonderful, nobody ever thought to leave.
You can shove your rolls up your money asshole!
I see you, fucker. Hey. All right. Let's see. That youth we paid.
Output device both. Same for a drug. Open your fucking eyes already!
Here we are.
Piss on you, mister. So much fun! Fuck you, Jack!
If you can't play nice, you don't get to play at all.
You know what happens to dirty mouths?
Every itch is worth a scratch. Tiptoe. Come on, man, be cool.
You see that?
Another house call. It's all in your head. Works like magic, they said. He'll be a night owl. Great fucking bird of prey. Dumps. Run! You can't hide from the man with the X-ray eyes. Works like magic, they said. He'll be a night owl. Great fucking bird of prey. Sons of bitches.
Knock, knock. Exterminator.
This is heaven.
I'm a ball of red snakes.
Please let me go back to my home. Are you taking me to Mommy?
Now, boys and girls! Don't they think they're clever, Daddy?
Please let me go back to my home.
I have something.
Who's that healthy? For Mother Gooseberry.
You hurt my baby!
Dr. Daddy, where do you think a naughty lurker would lurk? Let's try over here. Sometimes I think, yoo-hoo, who's there? Are you looking for Mother Gooseberry? Call it a woman's intuition. I'm sure there's some children somewhere who just love to meet Dr. Butterworth.
I know a teacher isn't supposed to love a student, but I can't help myself. You're wonderful.